Dave Vogelsang is actually my brother-in-law. I'm super excited that I get to work with him in our family business, and he's going to tell us a great story about his 2 kids.
All right. Well, before I get started, Jerry's given me permission to talk to you a little bit about what I've been doing the last year and a half. And what I did was I started a blog that encompasses a lot of the concepts that we learn at these workshops. And what I call it is Spreading Financial Confidence, one post at a time, because I felt with all the negativity there is towards the economy that there needed to be some type of an outlet that you can get to 24/7, where you can get some great ideas on how to improve your financial situation, or to help you help other people improve their financial situation in positive, easy to understand language. I also include many inspirational personal development articles because I believe that if you truly want to improve your situation, you need to start with the one thing that you have the most control over. And that one thing is yourself. You can't control the economy. However, you can control your goals. You can control your habits. You can control your discipline. You can control your philosophy. You can control your attitude. In essence, you can control your economy. So Jim Rohn has a good saying. He says, set a goal to become a millionaire, not just for the money, but for what it makes of you to achieve it. So I encourage you to take the time to check out my blog, and also I encourage you to pick up one of my cards for the blog. This is what it looks like. It's a little card. I encourage you to pick one of those up. So did I pump you up for my blog? Or? But here's the address, but you can get that on my card. This next thing that I'm about to talk about is I'm very passionate about, and actually you can see I write a lot about this topic in my blogs. So what I want to talk to you about is a real-life application for putting the rules and the tools of the money game into action. Now, one of the rules that Jerry mentioned early on is that time is the most important factor in the wealth equation. A relatively small amount of money invested over a long period of time can grow to become a significant amount of money. And once you agree that children have an abundance of time. Now, we also talked, well, we haven't talked about it yet, but we're going to be talking about it a little bit later, is that a Roth IRA can be a great investment tool for all ages. There's no minimum age requirement. It offers tax-free growth as well as tax-free withdrawals. The one thing about that is it requires verifiable earned income. So I have a suggestion, and that's help a child start a business. That way we can take advantage of both the powerful compounding effect of time as well as taking advantage of the benefits of investing with a Roth IRA. Here's a fact, and that is, like a Roth IRA, there is no minimum age for starting a business. Starting a business can build self-esteem and teach good work ethic, as well as responsibility for a child. This new responsibility and sense of ownership can help combat any sense of entitlement that a child may have. The process of starting a business together can result in better relationships with the bonding between an adult and a child. Also, a child with a business can become more creative and entrepreneurial, thus being less likely to be adversely affected during a bad economy. And everyone has the means to the end of investing for their future. This is a great way of documenting and verifying earned income. Now, there's lots of books on the topics of helping kids start businesses, but these are 2 books that I actually read, and they were pretty helpful in helping me help my child start a business. The first one being Young Bucks, How to Raise a Future Millionaire. This is a very good starting book. This got me, got my juices flowing and really helped me get some good ideas for getting my kid interested in starting a business, and he gives lots of great ideas on how to not only start a business, but to good ways to make it fun and a bonding experience between adult and child. And once you've read that, I really recommend this book, The Kids Roth IRA Handbook, Securing Tax-Free Wealth from a Child's First Paycheck. Now I think this covers all the steps you need to know about starting a business for your child, and it gives you great examples for things like documenting the earned income, which is, just to show you how simple it is, I'm just going to show you an example of an income sheet. And all you would really have to do is fill in the date whenever your child's about to do any work, the date, the time in, time out, the task, location, hired by, and amount paid. It's as simple as that. Just can have a running list of certain jobs that your child has done. And what I have here is a real life example of my own son. My son Connor, he was age 7 in the year 2010, and we started, I helped him start his own business. Now, I know this is kind of small, but hopefully you can see a little bit. I'll walk through this a little bit. Now, probably like most of you, you're probably wondering, I don't know what kind of jobs to get my kids to do, but I got lucky because Mother Nature was kind to us, dropping tons of snow on us in 2010. So his first few jobs were shoveling blizzard snow, and that snow lasted all the way to spring, pretty much. And then I had my son help me spreading mulch. But as you can see, there's a big gap between March and July. I couldn't think of jobs for my son to do, but then I started thinking, I want to start delegating some jobs that I don't really want to do anymore. So what I basically did was taught my son how to start cleaning the bathrooms, and I taught him how to pick up dog poop from the backyard so I don't have to do it. And basically I've heard a saying that that anything that's something that's hard to do can really build character in a child. So I was just trying to build some character in my son. So hopefully he'll be thanking me later. But then the summer really kicked into gear, and some of the neighbors went on vacation, and my son got a job cat sitting, taking out the trash, and feeding a frog while some neighbors were on vacation. Another neighbor went on vacation, and he was watering tomato plants and filling bird baths while they were on vacation. And then as I was thinking of jobs for my son, the ball really got rolling, and I had him help me pull weeds, mow the lawn, and it got easier and easier as time went on. So at the end of 2010, he had finally accumulated $335 for his business, and what we decided to do was just invest that $335 one time into a Roth IRA at age 8. And so we agreed that it would stay till he's 65 years old, so it just has to sit there and compound for 57 years. And I wanted to show my son how much this money, this $335, could possibly grow to at different returns on interest or return on investment. And at 3%, not too exciting, $1,800. At 6%, it grows to a little over $10,000. At 8%, a little over $31,000. At 10%, almost $98,000. And at 12%, a little over $300,000. So this measly $335 at age 65 could be worth $302,000. And another cool thing about this is because it's a Roth IRA, it'll be completely tax-free when he withdraws it. Another cool thing about starting a business, and this is why one of the main things is when you have a business, what you try to do is you don't start a business for 1 year and then you're done with your business. What you try to do is maybe beat last year or something like that. You just keep your business going and working on your business. And so in 2011, he got a year older, he got a little more hair on his head, and he's already made over $300 already this year. So it really looks like he's going to beat that $335. And this kind of shows that this concept is pretty possible, but you got to do a little legwork up front. You got to be a little bit creative, but it gets a lot easier. The first thing is really just starting and taking the action. because aren't our kids worth it? But I added one more slide to this. I know some people have seen this before, but I added something new to this because this is a Change Your Life workshop. And what we do here is we offer $1 million ideas. So what I did was, let's just say my son had a goal, just like Jim Rohn said, to become a millionaire. If he had a goal to become a millionaire, you want to know how long? This is worst case scenario. Let's just say, worst case scenario, his business only makes $335 a year. How many years of investing this full salary is it going to take him to accumulate $1 million by the age of 65? Well, let's look. Okay, year one, he is age 8. We already looked at this. If it's working at 12%, which is very possible over 57 years. I know a lot of people don't think 12%, that's really high, but over 57 years, that's very possible. So we already looked at a little over $300,000 for at age 8. At age 9, he's only going to have 56 years till 65. So it's going to be a little bit less, $268,000. At age 10, he'll have one year less, so it's going to be a little bit less money. At age 11, a little bit less money still. But look at this. You know, in 4 years, that actually adds up to a little over $1 million. Isn't that interesting? So by investing just $335 per year for only 4 years, between the ages of 8 and 11, and just adding no new money until 65, it's very possible to accumulate over $1 million. What else was I going to say? But anyways, this really shows the powerful concept of how time is so powerful in the money game. And he's only put in a total investment of $1,340. So that's pretty incredible there. But I also have a daughter too. I have another child, and her name is Caroline. She was age 4 when I started this, and we call her our millionaire in training. And here's a couple of facts about her. The year of her starting her first business, we just started her business. She's already been a half year in her business. She's already up to $150 as of today when she was folding some rags. But we started her business in 2011. The estimate age of her first investment, well, we estimate that it's going to be around 5. At the end of this year, we're probably going to do the same thing with whatever she earns this year as we did with my son. Estimate amount of her first investment? I don't know. But let's just assume that Caroline made the same $335 as her brother, Connor. If she did the same exact thing and invested the $335 one time in a Roth IRA at age 5, now she'll have 60 years for this to grow. At 12%, that can grow to over $400,000. So if we just take the difference between the projected amount that Caroline could have made minus the projected amount that Connor could have made, that's still a difference of $130,000. And that $130,000 is the extra amount she made by just starting to invest only 3 years earlier than her brother. That's another example of how powerful time is. So the value of this life lesson, at least for my daughter, and maybe for some of you out there, is priceless. One more thing I want to talk about before I hand it back to Jerry is, anybody know this guy, Warren Buffett, age 80, estimated net worth $40 billion. Well, a neat fact about him is that he bought his first share at age 11. And now he regrets that he started so late. So I know that my son has started, he bought his first share at age 8. And my daughter will be buying her first share at age 5. And I don't know about any of you out there, but I don't want my kids having the same regrets as Warren Buffett.